Imagine the greatest musician and producer who for many years seemed untouchable and inviolable. But what if behind the glitz and glamour lies a dark and twisted world that dozens of people have remained silent about, fearing for their lives and careers? Today we will examine all the allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, who, according to the attorneys, has ruined the lives of more than 25 minors and over 100 adults, ensnaring them in his web of lies, drugs, and violence. In September 2024, amid other high-profile arrests, news broke in the media that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested on charges of sexual assault and human trafficking. However, the true extent of the crime has only begun to be revealed now. According to attorney Tony Busby, who has taken on the case, the number of victims has exceeded 120 individuals, of which 25 are minors. Some of these children were only 9 years old when they faced horrific harassment from Sean Diddy Combs. At the press conference held by Tony Busby, shocking details were revealed. Most of the incidents of violence occurred in New York, California, and Florida. At the parties that Diddy hosted in his mansions, as well as at the private villas of his friends, one of the first victims who dared to speak up mentioned the Bad Boy Records production office, where some of the most egregious incidents took place. In some situations, children who came for auditions or casting calls encountered special treatment, where instead of the offered career, they were presented with deals involving Combs. The main tool Combs used to lure victims was his famous parties. Those who aspired to fame received invitations to his so-called freak of rooms parties, where Diddy, leveraging his influence, would entice young girls and boys into separate rooms where the most horrific things occurred. Such meetings were attended by other high-profile individuals, including staff from major music labels, media personalities, and even representatives from the fashion industry, who were aware of what was happening but chose to remain silent. According to the testimony of one witness, these parties were organized for the exchange of victims, where, in essence, people were used as commodities to strengthen connections and influence the entertainment market. Freak of rooms are so-called separate rooms particularly and specifically equipped for these meetings. According to the lawyers, there were cameras installed to record the events and blackmail the victims in the future. Some of these victims have already spoken out publicly, despite threats and pressure. The story of Jessica, who was only 14 when she attended a Diddy party. She was invited to a private audition at the Bad Boy Records office, where the first incident occurred. Another victim, Laura, reported that she was assaulted at one of these parties after she agreed to attend a small gathering at a mansion. She believed she would get a chance to showcase herself in front of important people, but she was locked in a separate room and received a drink laced with drugs. Attorney Busby claims that Diddy and his team deliberately targeted young talents, promising them the world, only to ruin their lives when they dared to say no. But Diddy is not the only one involved in this scandal. The case also involves other celebrities, major banks and pharmaceutical companies, which, according to Busby, were active participants or helped cover up his crimes. The allegations state that individual events and parties took place on luxury yachts rented through shell companies to avoid excessive attention from attorneys. It is believed that promoters from major entertainment agencies who work directly with Sean Diddy Combs are also involved in the case. Moreover, Busby hinted that the names of other famous musicians who acted alongside Combs or in his shadow may be revealed in the future. The names have not yet been disclosed to avoid influencing the course of the legal proceedings, but Busby claims that among them could be legends known to everyone. Following the emergence of the allegations, Diddy's team immediately issued a denial. He categorically denies all accusations. "This is slander and an unfounded witch hunt," said his representative. The lawyers claim that this is all an attempt to destroy his career and take away his business. Currently, numerous posts have surfaced on the internet where fans and former employees of Diddy claim that they always knew he was hiding dark secrets. Some of them joined the case anonymously as witnesses for the allegations. At this time, Sean Diddy Combs is being held without bail due to concerns that he may attempt to pressure witnesses or flee. With more than 3,000 statements from alleged victims, this case is already being called the largest scandal in the music industry in recent decades. As the victims' attorneys continue to gather evidence, society awaits further revelations. Which names will emerge next? How many more people will suffer before the case goes to court? How far can people like Diddy go, taking advantage of their power and influence? And who is really behind this entire system of violence and exploitation? Leave your opinion in the comments and subscribe so you don't miss the continuation of this investigation. The truth will come to light no matter how strong the opponent may be.